to all those who devoted their lives to aviation. The Wings of Russia studio presents. Wings of Russia documentary. Once Kamov and Mill, standing together, were asked one and the same question: which layout is better? Single rotor, replied Mill. No, mine is better, replied Kamov. But still the most serious competition went on among combat helicopters. It started in the 80s and still continues today. The two competitors are Mi-28 and Ka-50, which took off in summer 1982. Development of those machines was assigned by one and the same resolution of the government. The entire Mills experience of the combat helicopter's utilization stood behind Mi-28. The Kamovs, traditionally servicing the Navy, took up the ground topic for the first time. The Air Force did not put any specific assignment, and designers of both teams started to develop their combat helicopters based upon their own way of thinking. The two concepts were almost the same: a flexible platform for various types of armament. By that time, automatics and electronics reached a certain level of perfection, and the Kamovs thought that a pilot would handle both piloting and gunning all by himself. Ka-50 was made single-seated. The Mills were closer to a more viable concept accepted around the world: a two-seated helicopter with separate functions of the pilot and the gunner. Both helicopters obtained protection of the cockpit and the most important units. Engines on both machines were located on the sides for the sake of viability. For the first time in the world, Ka-50 was equipped with emergency escape system, including a catapult and blades blow-off function. Mi-28 was equipped with no less interesting crew survival system, a special gearbox absorbing the shock at emergency landing. Armament of both helicopters was practically identical: a flexible 30mm cannon, guided and non-guided missiles, including air-to-air class. Each party tried to prove advantages of its machine. But the political situation in the country changed and funding was reduced. Nevertheless, competition continued. One party after another made statements from time to time that it was their helicopter that was decided to be produced and that funds would be allocated any time. In the 90s, with the air shows taking place in Sikorsky, each company started to appeal to public, offering it to be the judge. Helicopters were flying sidewise, backwards, drawing unseen pirouettes in the air, including such complicated aerobatic figures as the roll and the loop. For the sake of advertising, the Kamovs named its helicopter the Black Shark. This did not bring the machine any new capabilities, but it added public attention. The peak of the helicopter's promotion was a feature film made in the beginning of the 90s with the Black Shark starring. This is your day. This moment was supposed to happen. You are born to fight. Well, dear, feeling sad? Me too. Everyone feels the same when leaving home. You're growing up. This is your first task. I know you will succeed. You can do a lot better than the others. All the best to you. In order to expand Ka-50 combat capabilities, a two-seated Ka-52 Alligator was built in mid-90s. This helicopter is planned to be used as an airborne command post of a helicopter combat unit. Build Design Bureau performed modernization of their Mi-28. Works in the first place were aimed at providing for the helicopter's 24-hour application. The version was called Mi-28N. In the competition requires continuous efforts.